Sneak peek of the final engine cover. Woo! Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks so much, guys, for subscribing and liking everything. It's helping a ton.
Yep. Got lots of people checking it out this week. Keep sharing to all your friends. Let everybody know. It helps us out quite a bit. And I just want this thing to just blow up. I want it to be everywhere.
Yeah, the whole thing here. Who am I gonna look at here?
Just, come on.
So we've been doing about 2 videos a week on this thing, the update thing, and we're gonna continue to do that as long as we can because we're trying to get this thing to SEMA. And that's what, liking and subscribing, that all helps. It helps a ton. Check out those Amazon links. It helps so much. And I hate being this pitchy in the beginning of a video, but we got to get this thing to SEMA. So, yes, and we got shirts coming soon. So much, not that one, but a better one. Yeah, real soon.
I'm getting one.
All right, so where are we going? What do we got going on here today?
Well, I'm almost finally done. There's so many little things that you have to take into account to do this. It's crazy. Like that whole back piece, I got it all done. I had to make another removable panel here just because trying to get this thing to meet up with this tube was practically impossible. It was just like so difficult to figure out a way to make it seal because it has to be airtight. So that's killing me. I just made some panels up in here today. The only piece that'll really have to come off often will be the doghouse here. So you check the oil and let the Hemi breathe every now and then, The
Hellcat breathe. So a couple surprises coming up with this thing too and how it's going to attach. That'll be in a future video.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one thing we're going to look at today. Look at this. Oh my God.
This is next on the list is put that column back. Got that Momo steering wheel.
It's a lot better than the vice grips or the...
I was using it was a crescent wrench. Come on now. Okay. I'm going to use this as a vice grip. But I actually drew a line down there on the floor where the original column stuck through. But that used to go all the way to the steering box, and we're not doing that anymore. It's going to have a shaft because I moved the steering box way inboard. So, obviously, I cut more of the dash out. If you didn't notice already, we even made a whole new panel right up here. I cut the whole panel out that was in there. So, I'm real happy about that. It looks really nice. But then, so the next step was going to be the column. I got to start building the seats, which... pretty excited about that because then I can sit in it and just pretend I'm driving it around. That'd be good enough for me for a while. All right. But that's cool, right?
That's very cool. Very cool. Yeah, gotta get those seats so you can see where that goes, I think. But
yeah. I
whatever.
might scooch it out a spinge more, but I still want the seats to rotate. So we're looking about that too, like a way to make it rotate. I might just make something though. I was thinking about that last night. That's what I do when I go home. You think I'd stop working on this? It's like all night till I'm asleep. Googling parts.
Oh, you sleep?
I sleep just a couple hours and I come back and work on it. I have the energy.
And there's one more thing out here.
Yeah.
Ooh, what do we got? Really another cool surprise. Another surprise.
I got the radiator. This got from Speedway. But this is, which I've never used, so maybe some of you guys have some input on it, but from everything I read, this radiator is going to work better. What it is, if you look, both the outlets and the inlet is on the same side. And it has a divider right in the middle. So the coolant goes in one, it goes through this half of the radiator, up the tank, and then back to the second half of the radiator. So it's forced to go through.
Make 2 passes.
Make 2 passes, yeah. Because, like, I've often wondered that, like, the coolant goes in and it fills this tank up, but how much of the really hot water is, like, it's not dispersing perfectly evenly to go all the way up through. I don't know how that all works, but I know
some sort of science behind it.
There's some science going on. They say that the hotter parts of the radiator is where the water wants to go, so I'm going to obviously have a fan shroud. I've been using these Mustang fans, which we'll show you how we're going to do that.
Used one on the Bronco. Thank you.
It worked out well. They always work out well. But we're going to use that fan for sure and make a really cool shroud for it. But if any of you guys have any input on this radiator, I'm curious. Another good thing about it, though, is the Hemi has both outlets on that side. This is going to go in. It's probably going to go in on an angle inside there like this. And both the water hoses on the Hemi are right there. So
let's show them where it's going to go. It's leaking water everywhere.
It's going to go on the front, in front of the engine.
It's going in front of the engine? Where's the front?
It seems odd, right?
Oh, it's really dark in there.
It's dark.
It's all right. Anyway.
It fits. It's a good fit.
So something like that.
Something like this. You still see the steering under it, but we was talking we're gonna have to make like a a block off plate or something for
Force it up over above
to
and
make sure that there's no
negative or
high
positive pressure.
Yeah, you
You don't want
any
positive pressure behind it, you want negative pressure.
Yeah.
So there's more science if anybody's got any ideas on that either. So.
Yeah. I mean, I get putting a block off plate under it, but the only issue with putting that in is I really want to be able to see the steering parts.
Well, why would you want to see that?
6 months on. Like, I mean,
can't see it now because
it's dark, but yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going on down there. And if I could, maybe I'll make like a removable panel that comes out real easy. Maybe there'll be a door and you can just open it like the grill here. And there's another grill that goes here. So I was thinking about making the panel come back to these pieces of angle in the back, which will step it back a little bit. So that way there's more airflow. This actually comes way out like this, the same shape as the grill here. So that there would be more room for air to get into the radiator.
Yeah, well, if anybody's an engineer, the fan shroud that Ryan builds, and I built one for the Bronco, and it works great. It basically covers the entire radiator, and it will, pull or push the air through. So, but if anybody's got any engineering background and understands how that air would flow, if there's too much pressure on either side.
Before I put it together, if there's anything I can do that would make it better, I'm all about doing it. Now, but I'd rather do that before I do it wrong.
Get her a mile down the road, she's overheating.
Yeah, like I don't want to get to that point and have that kind of issues. I mean, I don't think we will, but this is the second biggest radiator that they even make, so I figure, well, I'm sure they're
we gotta do something about that Speedway logo.
I know, it's good thing is it's on the back side, so we got a fresh slate on the front.
We'll do something with that for sure.
Right.
Well,
let's do it. There you go.
There it is.
Yep. Almost done there, and I'm going to finish up that doghouse stuff today, besides the latches, which I found latches I think are going to work out really nice. Oh, yeah. Speaking of steering, yes.
Where were we?
We were just talking about steering. Rob will put a link up to the videos that we did of the steering, because there was so much engineering in that stupid steering to get it to work right. It's 15.5 inches, 0 bump steer, and I built the A-arms with no camber change at all, so it all works very well. Ackerman is great. It was a whole lot of engineering to get that. Not engineering, I just mocked up parts and threw them on there, but there's a video. I'll put it up right here. Check it out. Subscribe again. Show all your friends. Tell everybody about this. See you next time.